We are unspinning today's political headlines with our analysts, Democratic strategist Nicole Safar and Brian Schimming, chair of the Republican Party of Wisconsin, one of our former analysts. Good to have you back. So the gubernatorial race got very interesting this week. A Republican congressman got into the race, Tom Tiffany, and another GOP candidate, Bill Berrien, was found to have been following sexually explicit accounts online and subsequently deleted many of them. Brian, do you think this essentially ends his hopes of getting through a primary, and who do you think has the best shot at moving through for the GOP?
Well, Bill Berrien has some decisions to make, obviously, and so that's up to him. I will say this, we're excited about our primary with Tom Tiffany, now Congressman Tiffany, who got into the race today, and Josh Schoeman, the county executive, both terrific candidates. I've campaigned with them with both of them in past years. It sets us up very well for this election because right now the Democrats have a demolition derby going on in their primary, a demolition derby that got worse today.
What's your read on the GOP primary?
You know, I think Congressman Tiffany is a real known quantity. We've seen his votes in Congress be a rubber stamp on Donald Trump's agenda. So the voters will have to decide if they are, with Congressman Tiffany and the billionaires, or if the cuts to health care, to rural hospitals, the tariffs that are impacting farmers, like these are some of the issues I think voters are going to be asking the congressman about. And it will be interesting to see how he answers them.
You heard Brian allude to Brett Hulsey, who got in today on the side of the Democrats. A crowded field, 6 now, who have officially thrown their hat into the ring. Who has the best shot, in your opinion, to get through the primary, and who has the name recognition in terms of the Democrats to do well in the general?
Yeah, I think it's so hard in this moment to make a prediction about who has the best shot because the candidates are just starting to get their feet under them. There probably are going to be more.
Anyone you want to mention?
No, I don't have any personal insight. Nobody's calling to tell me. I think there are lots of different ideas and strategies that these candidates are putting forward. The county executive from Milwaukee, David Crowley, is really talking about housing and the prices families are having to pay. Francesca Hong is really leaning into the tax the billionaires and this idea that we can invest in our communities, that there is money to do that. So I think having a bunch of different perspectives, and you sort of characterize as a demolition derby, but that's one thing about Democrats is that we have a lot of different perspectives and ideas, and making room for them to talk about them so the voters can see which ones they like best is really exciting.
Your thoughts?
Here's the Democrats' problem. When they have multi-way primaries, which they've avoided in past years. Remember, they cleared out the primary,
that is true.
22.
Some stepped back before.
Some stepped back, so they've walked away with what was working successfully for them, and now they do have this Democrat demolition derby in the primary, whereas we don't see that right now on our side. Here's the problem for the Democrats right now: the national and state polling is bad for them. The Marquette poll had the governor underwater by 13 points. So he gets out of the race. Okay, so you got this huge crowd. The other problem, the CNN reported on it yesterday, the new Washington Post poll showed the Democrats are upside down on every major issue facing the voters of this country. And so my point of that is the atmospherics are not good for them, and that makes it good for Republicans, and frankly, good in Wisconsin. We have no federal races next year, no presidential, no U.S. Senate race, so it's different, but it makes the atmospherics much better for Republicans.
This gubernatorial race will certainly be an interesting one to watch, and we appreciate your insights, Nicole and Brian, both. Thanks for coming in.